being able to manage your workbooks and versions of workbooks is very important, because you don't want to create something and then accidentally overwrite it, meaning not have the right version of it, have a copy of it. So being able to understand what save and save as files is very important. So I have just opened Excel and I'm looking for a file. Now I could create a blank workbook and create something, but for sake of time, I'm just going to pick up this school athletic budget. I'm going to choose it and create it. This is by Microsoft Corp, and I'm going to create that. So now I have this file. It's loaded as School Athletic Budget 1, but it's actually not saved yet. It's just a design template for us. It's just a copy of something that we can work with. But if we want to save it as something else, it's really designed for that. So as I go to File and I click Save, it's not going to let me stay there. It's going to push me to Save As, and that's because it's treating this like a generic file. It really doesn't have a name like Book 1 or Book 2. So you need to give this a name, and that's what Save As is for. It's to name a workbook, an Excel file, and a place to put it. So I'm just going to go ahead and for now put it on my desktop. There we go. And we'll just call it the School Athletic Budget. Actually, let's do this. Let's call this the Spring Athletic Budget. I'll take the 1 off of there and we'll just leave it there. There we go. Okay, so we have the School Athletic Budget. We have this built up. We've created this, and now I'm going to make some changes to it. Okay, so for example, let's just do something visual. We've changed our school colors. How's that? We can change the colors for the fill here. We've gone to a like a bright light blue. There we go. So there's one change that we can do. And as we're looking at different costs here, we found out that our uniforms are actually a little bit higher than we thought. It was actual cost of $733, and we found out that it's going to be even more than that. So we're going to change that to 800. There we go. And it's showing us the difference here. So as we go through here, we made some changes. We finished working with these, and then we're done with our spring budget. So I might do this. I might do File, Save As, because I don't want to keep it the original. So I'll do Save As. Let's go ahead and do to the desktop again. And I'll say Final. The Spring Athletic Budget Final. So I'll hit Save. There we go. So now I have the original file that was saved as Spring Athletic Budget. And now I have the Spring Athletic Budget Final. So it's kind of like an original, or the starting of the program and the end of the program, what we were looking at. But now I'm looking to bring back the original Spring Athletic Budget. So I'm going to close this file. Go. And I want to open. I can go to my desktop if I want to, but it does give me recent workbooks. The original Spring Athletic Budget. So I'm going to choose that. There we go. And I want to save this as, let me go back here to my desktop, our Fall Athletic Budget. Now, why would I do that? Well, I don't want to mess up the original Spring Athletic Budget. So I want to bring this in. I'm going to go ahead and save it as the Fall one. So I hit Save. And I'm going to change out our actual costs and delete those out. There we go. And we've had some changes here. Our official costs went up by $20. And our security, though, went down. We got to deal with them. We've got less event workers this fall. So we're changing our budget. But now I don't want to do a Save As. I've already got it at Fall Athletic Budget. And I now have the numbers that I want in to begin the Fall Athletic Budget. So I just want to hit Save. Now, right up here, you'll see the Save button on the Quick Access toolbar up here. I can click that. I can also do Control S on my keyboard. I can also go to File, and I can choose Save. So those are typically the three ways that you save a file. Now, I'm not doing Save As. I'm just doing Save because it is the name of the file that I want, and it's updated at the point that I want it, and I do want it to overwrite anything that I've done up to this point on this particular file. So I hit Save, and it's right where I want it to be. However, our colors are different. I need to change that and then save it again. So I'm still trying to get this budget exactly where I want it as we start the fall program, and I have everything ready to go. I've got my fall athletic budget where I want it. I save it, and I'm good to go. So as I start bringing in actual costs, and I may want to do another final, I would put in those costs. Let's just say $150 for everything here. Just do it real quick. There we go. And this is it. Let's say we've finished the athletic fall budget, and then we do File, Save As. So now I'm going to save it as, we'll go back to the desktop here, Fall Athletic Budget, Final. So now I have beginning budgets, final budgets for both the spring and the fall, and I have them as two different files, and I can always reuse them, I can update them, and I can see how we were originally looking to do and then how we ended up as well. So good thing to understand when you're working with your workbooks, how to save and how and when to do Save As.